Guys, this is Dr. Apoki. For those that know him, he's different. He said that don't flush a blocked toilet. So he's referring to government and Nnamdi Kanu case that the government should return Nnamdi Kanu if they want peace to be in this country. If them themselves want to rule this country in a good way, that they should return Nnamdi Kanu from where they brought him. And this is an advice to them. Like he said, don't flush a blocked toilet, or else you'll be wasting your time. But let me like guys to hear what he said in this video, and then I will take it shortly.
Learn this principle and apply it to your life. Don't flush a blocked toilet. If you have this water system, if it is blocked by anything in the pipes down, the more water you pour into it, the more rubbish that comes out. Until you go there to remove the blockade, the more effort you put, the more waste that comes out. It's a sign of stupidity to keep doing the same thing with the same people in the same place, in the same way, and expect a different result. In fact, somebody called it insanity. Anytime I hear of soldiers, security men being killed, I am grieved in my spirit, because non-state actors should not kill our security men during peacetime. All over Nigeria, there is crisis, and non-state actors are killing our security men. These are people's children. These are people's husbands, uncles, brothers, and friends, church members, and mosque members. After several years of training, I will come to this at the end of this video. The recent killings or shootings in Ihiala and somewhere between Abia Tower and maybe 2.5 or whatever, 7.5, along the Umuahia Owerri Road, that soldiers had to go there with trucks and reinforcements, is frightening, sickening, and disheartening. But there's a simple solution. Igboho has been set free. The Meyiti Allah man arrested, set free. People have made more terrible pronouncements from different parts of the country concerning their desire to leave Nigeria. Even though I believe in one Nigeria, you have your own opinion. Don't come here and say rubbish. Why is it that the courts at the highest level ask that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed, that his kidnap from Kenya and incarceration was against the rule of law, and he has remained in detention and is being treated dishumanly? Why? Is it because he's an Igbo man? Most likely. The civil war has ended. Gowon has said no victor, no vanquished. That we need reconstruction, reconciliation, and rehabilitation. I was alive and able to read during the Civil War. That thing should leave the minds of people. Okay, you accuse Zogo of planning coup against northern elite, but there was a retaliatory coup that killed Igbo people, and the Igbos did not set out to intentionally kill northern elites. There were people who were supposed to play roles that they didn't play. I am against violence. I'm against killings. I don't like it for any reason. I'm against military takeovers. Now, Nnamdi Kanu was on bail. His house was invaded. Did you want him to wait for the bullets of the invaders? No, self-preservation is a primary rule of existence. Whatever he said, he has not advocated violence, even in his recent pronouncements. Why don't you use prerogative of mercy, grant him presidential pardon? As I've always said, he has 2 passports, a British passport and a Nigerian passport. Why don't you sugar-banize him, take him to where you brought him from, or take him to a nearby country where he can go back to the UK, where he has their passport, and then we will have peace in the East. Then we can concentrate our resources in fighting the new terrorist groups in Sokoto State in different parts of the North. Number one, if peace can be restored in the North, agricultural productivity will increase, prices of foodstuff will come down, and then there will be freedom of movement, the economy will come up. Number two, if Nnamdi Kanu is released, every Monday the East will start business again. There will be peace. The people their economy will pick up. And then there will be a sense of brotherhood with the Easterners, with the Igbos. There are people who carry rocket-propelled grenades, carry machine guns, threatening to shoot down government helicopters. You have not gone to arrest them. You have not gone to arrest them. You dare not go there. There are people in the North who threaten people, who governors take pictures with AK-47, who called 7 ministers as collaborators. Nothing has been done to those people. Why do you keep flushing a blocked toilet? Excuse me. Set Nnamdi Kanu free and concentrate on more serious issues. If the court has freed El Zarzaki, set El Zarzaki free and concentrate on more serious issues. There are more serious issues in this country than Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is a block, is incarceration, is a blockade in the system. Remove that blockade. Let us have peace. Vengeance against the Igbos will not help Nigeria. Anger against the Igbos will not help Nigeria. Discrimination against the Igbos will not help Nigeria. Maltreatment of the Igbos will not help Nigeria. Set Nnamdi Kanu free now. 2 things. Number one, the governors in the East must learn to develop their region in such a way that the average Easterner will be very proud to come from the United States, the UK, to invest. Develop the East in such a way that that region becomes like Dubai. People would want to come to the East. Number two, you have a big market in 200 million people. If you develop the East and with their creativity, enterprise, and determination, and they are producing things, they won't have this secession thought. Number two, you are too sluggish in the East as leaders. If you had addressed the issue of herdsmen and insecurity in the East early enough, the vacuum that Nnamdi Kanu faced would not have been there. The average Eastern governor, apart from maybe Oti, very sluggish. Average leadership, very sluggish and subservient. When the maltreatment started in the East, I was the one that started calling prominent Easterners. Can you see what is happening there? It was then they reacted. I know what I'm talking about. The next thing is that our security men, when I'm traveling, I keep telling my friends, I say, see these men, they are not conscious of the new situation in the country. You see a security man pressing phone. You see a security man gisting with girls selling groundnut, cashew at a security checkpoint. In this dispensation, you see a security man. What he's interested in is collecting something from drivers. I didn't say anything. Collecting something from drivers. You see a security man, he is relaxed. In this present dispensation, and sometimes these security men stay in such places for too long and they are tired and fatigued. It's not just easy for somebody to just approach a security man, start firing at him. If he is alert, you tell him, stop there. After all, in most of those roadblocks, we trek across. I was traveling to Enugu, we had to park and trek across. Our security men need to be more alert, need to be retrained to know the challenges that they are facing and the risk involved.
This is that simple. Release Nnamdi Kanu and peace will reign. Even though Nnamdi Kanu is not even the one in charge of insecurity in our country, but still releasing bandits, insecurity will reduce in Nigeria. This is an advice from Dr. Apoki to the government. Return Nnamdi Kanu from where you brought him from. As simple as that, and peace will reign. But our country has to honor them, a country that don't like losing. because in this life you have to lose to win. So I believe if they should lose Nnamdi Kanu's case, they will win. Because if Nnamdi Kanu should leave that prison, first of all, he will tackle insecurity that's happening. He will do some good things with our government to enjoy. And then if the government now finally decide to give him Biafra, government will be at peace. Government will rule their own state at peace. But so far Nnamdi Kanu is still there, government will be under threat. Because one, the Israelites are behind Biafra. US is behind Biafra. The lobbyist company in US is also behind Biafra. So that means they have external bodies that are behind Biafra, that if they start reacting, it will be a major issue for our government. So it's best our government should wake up and do the needful by what? Raising Nnamdi Kanu. They've received so much messages from different persons, from the Igbos, from the Hausa, Yoruba. Let the man go. Yeah, let the man go. And talk more. Okay, let's talk about why he was arrested. Because he was saying that Nigeria have expired and that there's Nigeria divide. The same thing that people are saying in the Yoruba nation now. That they want the Yoruba nation and Nigeria should divide. But the government have not arrested those persons. So, but not ahead to arrest Nnamdi Kanu because of an Igbo man. That is discrimination that happened in our country. But like guys, if the video watched in the comment section, I'll see you guys in my next video. If I need you, please subscribe. Stay tuned, guys.